Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpatrupasya kripa sindhupe vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Sanika Ramya from Sharjah, UAE, welcoming all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. I thank all of you for attending this session. Please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatic chanting. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy names which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in the Padma Purana. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the holy name of the Lord. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense on this matter, it is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against his offenses in order to achieve the desired success, that is Krishna Prema. I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. So today we will be moving on to our next session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. But before moving on to the session, let me know who are on the call today. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण अनीता माता जी नम्रत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी from Charlotte. हरे कृष्णा.
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving us your valuable time and association. Thank you for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा. हरे.
Anyone else who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, Danvat Pranam to you and all the devotees. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Assembled. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Nice to see you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call, and thank you so much for all your services on Bhakti Sangha, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, and all the glories to the assembled devotees. This is Manjari Leela Devidasi from Naperville. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Manjari Leela Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Ramya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. This is Sundarangi Radha Devidasi from Canada. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Anybody else who would like to introduce themselves?
हरे कृष्णा. Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, my humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Ran. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving us your association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. So now we will be moving on to our next session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, which will be given by His Grace Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji. But before moving on to the session, I would like to read the introduction of Prabhuji. So His Grace Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji has studied M.Tech from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore in telecommunication and published one journal paper and 3 conference papers in IEEE as part of M.Tech project. And he worked in Honeywell Technology Solutions R&D department for 3 years. In 2004, Prabhuji first met the devotees and he has joined the Brahmachari ashram in ISKCON Chowpatty in the year 2010. And Prabhuji got initiated by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj in 2014. And in the temple, Prabhuji is serving as Senior Brahmachari caretaking department and also as Secretary to the Temple Management Body. And Prabhuji is preaching at VJTI Engineering College. Yeah, Prabhuji is preaching at VJTI Engineering College, and he is also taking Bhakti Shastri classes and Worldly Youth Program. And we are really very fortunate to have Prabhuji with us on the call. And yeah, Prabhuji has joined or what, Mataji? Prabhuji has not joined, okay. So yeah, we'll move on with the introduction if anyone wants to introduce themselves till Prabhuji joins. If not, then we'll chant. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Yeah, Prabhuji joined. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call and giving us your valuable time and association. And dear devotees, I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference. Today we will be moving on to our next session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, which will be given by His Grace Srikanth Krishna Prabhu. And the verses are from Canto 7, Chapter 15 and Text 25. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. You can take over.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We are in Canto 7, Chapter 15. Rajastamascha satvena sattvanchopasamenacha etat sarvam gurau bhaktya raso hyanjasa jaye. Rajastama, the modes of passion and ignorance. Cha, and Satvena, by developing the mode of goodness. Sattvam, the mode of goodness. Cha, also Upasrimena, by giving up attachment. Cha, and Eta, these Sarvam, all Gurav, unto the spiritual master. Bhaktya, by rendering service in devotion. Purusha, a person, he indeed, Anjasa, easily, Jayet, can conquer. So this sloka is telling Rajoguna and Tamoguna can be conquered by developing the Satvoguna. And even Satvoguna can be conquered by giving up attachment. Basically, giving up the attachment to the results of our actions. Cha and Eta, these Sarvam means all here mentions Here two things are mentioned: how to conquer Rajoguna and Tamoguna, and how to conquer Sattoguna. But in the previous sloka, so many things are mentioned: how to conquer lust, how to conquer envy, how to conquer the greed, etc. So all these can be easily conquered by one who renders by rendering service in devotion to the Guru, spiritual master. One must conquer the mode of passion and ignorance by developing the mode of goodness. And then one must become detached from the mode of goodness by promoting oneself to the platform of Suddha Sattva. All this can be automatically done if one engages in the service of the spiritual master with faith and devotion. In this way, one can conquer the influence of the modes of nature. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Just by treating the root cause of an ailment, one can conquer all bodily pains and sufferings. Similarly, if one is devoted and faithful to the spiritual master, he can conquer the influence of Sattoguna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna very easily. Yogis and Jnanis practice in many ways to conquer the senses. But the Bhakta immediately attains the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the mercy of the spiritual master. Yasya prasadat Bhagavat prasado. If the spiritual master is favorably inclined, one naturally receives the mercy of the Supreme Lord. And by the mercy of the Supreme Lord, one immediately becomes transcendental, conquering all the influences of Sattoguna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna within this material world. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, Sagunan Samati Tietan Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. If one is a pure devotee acting under the directions of the Guru, one easily gets the mercy of the Supreme Lord and thus becomes immediately situated on the transcendental platform. This is explained in the next verse. ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. I seek the blessings of all the assembled devotees here so that I can speak on this particular sloka, Srimad Bhagavatam 7.15.25 for my own purification. Here in the purport, it is mentioned, treating the root cause of ailment, one can conquer all bodily sufferings. So here it is mentioned, treating the root cause of ailment, one can conquer all bodily sufferings. So we need to go the generally many times what we see the symptoms. A person may be getting boils on the body. So treating the symptoms means applying some cream on that boil. So that goes away. But it comes in some other place. Again applying there. Again. But the root cause, if one goes to the root cause is the impure blood. Okay. If someone treats that impure blood, then he don't get boils only. Otherwise, they will be keep coming. If we treat the symptoms at one place, symptoms manifest in other place. Like one devotee, he went to a Ayurveda doctor. he told, I am getting fever. The Ayurveda doctor told, fever is a friend. It helps you. The body getting fever. So what he is mentioning, if it is not very high fever, if it is a mild fever and which can be tolerable, better not to take any medicine to cure the symptoms of the bodily temperature, etc. What he was telling is there is a toxins inside ama, which is called undigested food, that is accumulated. So the body, by becoming hot, by increasing the temperature, it is trying to digest that and throw it away. So if we don't understand that, then we just treat the symptoms. Again, it will come in some other time. Again, because body want to throw away the unnecessary things from the body. So these are basically Ayurveda person was telling. So similarly, ours also, we are in the a person may be in different modes and want to conquer the transcend the modes. But if we just treating the symptoms, okay, I got this, let me try. Someone is addicted to a particular bad habit, we restrict, but it comes in some other way. Again, we try to deal with that. Again, it manifests in some other way. So similarly, here also it is mentioned that treating the root cause, that is, forever remove it. That is the faithful service to the spiritual master. Yogis and jnanis practice many ways to conquer senses. We can see the story of Vishwamitra. He was trying very hard. He tried at the one time, he became victim to the lust because of Menaka. Another time he became victim to anger because of the Ramba. So in that way, finally, when he received the mercy of Lord Ram, he was situated in a proper position. So, but how to receive the mercy of Lord? That is through spiritual master. Bhaktas attain this through mercy of the Lord. They try many ways to conquer the senses. Bhaktas can conquer the senses through the mercy of the Lord, through mercy of Guru. So first approaching Guru and then Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Aprasada Agati Kutobi. So by pleasing the spiritual master, one can easily please the Supreme Lord. But if one displeases the spiritual master, then there is no, for him, there is no destination, proper destination. Also, Prabhupada mentioned in this purport, 14.26, how that sloka starts. Sagunan samti tietan brahma bhuyaya. Mamchayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. Sagunan samti tietan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. If one does service to me, they can easily conquer the three modes of material nature. So if one is a pure devotee and acts under the direction of Guru, one can be easily situated on the transcendental platform. So the context here is, here the previous slokas, they have mentioned several things and how to conquer them, like lusty desires that can be conquered by making plans with determination. Anger, how to conquer anger by giving up envy. Greed, by discussing the disadvantages of accumulating wealth. Fear, by discussing the truth. Lamentation and illusion, by discussing spiritual knowledge. Pride, by serving a great devotee. Obstacle on the path of mystic yoga, by keeping silent. Envy, by stopping sense gratification. Suffering due to other living entities by good behavior and freedom from envy. Suffering due to providence by meditation and plants. Suffering due to body and mind by practicing Hatha Yoga and Pranayama. Then sleep, the mode of passion and ignorance. This is today's sloka. How to conquer the Rajogun and Tamogun by developing the mode of goodness. Then how to conquer mode of goodness? By giving up attachment. And all this, that is lusty desire, anger, greed, fear, pride, sufferings of the body, sufferings due to other living entities, all this can be automatically done, conquered, if one engages in the service of the spiritual master with faith and devotion. So this is the context. In this context, this sloka is coming about conquering the various anarthas. And various anarthas can be conquered easily by serving the spiritual master. So that's why here it is mentioned in the commentary. Acharyas mentions, Yasya deve parabhaktir yata deve tata guru tasyaite katita karta prakashante mahatmanaha. For the person who has bhakti for the Lord, Yasya deve parabhaktir, and bhakti for Guru, as much as the Lord. Yata deve tata guru. The meaning of the scripture, Artha, revealed, Prakashante Mahabharata. So that's why we need to read the Vedic scriptures through a living Guru. So we need to understand them through a Guru, spiritual master. Some people say that Brahmanas only can read the Vedas. And other people say that, no, why Brahmanas? Anyone can read. Everyone should read the Vedic scriptures. Actually, both are wrong. Even Brahma is not able to understand the Vedic scriptures. He needs to be taught by Krishna. So, similarly, we need the spiritual master for understanding the Vedic scriptures. Otherwise, one may be lost in the jungle of the so many scriptures, what to take, what not to take. Similarly, Brahma Vaivarta Puran, it is mentioned. Guru Bhaktya Samilate Smaranat Sevyate Budai Milito Pinalabhyeta Jivair Parai Iti. By devotion to Guru, one attains the Lord. Guru Bhaktya Sa Milati. The intelligent serve the Lord by remembrance. Smaranat Sevyate Budai. Those subjected to pride do not attain the Lord, even though they may encounter him. Milito api na labhyeta jivair parayriti. So basically all these slokas are mentioning. This sloka is mentioning one who serves the Guru, for him the Vedic scriptures are revealed. Here also it is mentioning by devotion to Guru, one can attain the Lord. Similarly, Padma Puran it is mentioned. Bhaktir yata haro me sti tadvarishta gurau yadi mama stitena satyena samdarsyatau me hari swam darsyatu me hari. If I have devotion to Guru, as I have devotion to the Lord, by that strength may the Lord reveal himself to me. So here we can see how to conquer the various anarthas. We can see how the sadhakas, one of the main thing is controlling the senses. So here also we can see in the 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, when Krishna and cowherd boys, when they are sitting for lunch, at that time, the cows, they go away. This is just before Brahma Vimohan Leela. At that time, Krishna tells all the cowherd boys, all of you keep continuing eating. It is, I will go. And he takes a morsel of curd rice in his hand. And then Krishna goes to bring back the cows. So, final, there the Acharyas mentions go. Go also means the senses. So it is the Krishna only who can bring back our senses. But for that, we need to please him. When Krishna is pleased, he will help us to control our senses. But to please Krishna, we need to serve him. He will accept our service only when we go through Guru. We cannot approach Krishna directly. So Krishna, without even while a pujari, while worshipping the Lord, if he want to do arati or he want to do upper bhoga, first he need to take permission of the spiritual master. Then Param Guru, Param Guru. Then Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srimati Radharani. And then he can approach the Krishna directly if you want to offer Chamara. So first 3 times to Guru, then 1 time to Param Guru, then 1 time to Nityananda Prabhu, 3 times to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 1 time to Srimati Radharani, and then we offer Chamara to Krishna. So we cannot approach Krishna directly. We need to approach Krishna through the spiritual master. When spiritual master is pleased, Yasya Prasada, Bhagavat Prasada. Then Krishna is also pleased. When Krishna is pleased, he will help the sadhaka in bringing back the senses. So that's why we cannot approach the Lord directly. We can see even in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Raghunath Das Goswami, he want to approach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. He is running away again and again from the home. And his father was also frustrated. His father was telling, how can if the Apsara-like wife and the Indra-like wealth is not able to stop him, what these ropes will stop? So he was going again and again, but every time the gods will catch up with him and bring him back. Finally, at Panihati, he heard that Nityananda Prabhu is there. So he went to the Panihati. When he saw Nityananda Prabhu, he offered obeisances to Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu placed his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das Goswami, and he gave him a punishment. You are directly approaching the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so a punishment. What is the punishment? You feed all the Vaishnavas here, the Cheda Dahi, chippled rice and milk, the chippled rice and curd, and another one is chippled rice and condensed milk. So in that way, when he served all the Vaishnavas, that is when he got the then he got access to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This time when he escaped from Puri, successfully he escaped from his hometown to Jagannath Puri. He successfully reached Jagannath Puri under the shelter of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He served Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So similarly, we can see Gunarnav Mishra. He is also accepting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his brother of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. But he did not accept the Nityananda Prabhu. He had some argument with Miniket Ramadas regarding this. So at the time Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami tells, it is half-hand logic. You are accepting the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but not Nityananda Prabhu. It is half-hand logic in the sense, a person may want the back portion of the hen, because the egg comes from there. But the front portion I don't want, because I need to feed it. So that is in that way one will not get any success. So similarly, we can say even in the Christianity, there is a Protestant religion. Protestant religion, because in the 16th century, the Pope at that time, he started selling the indulgences. If so, he want money to construct big churches. At that time, the Pope, if someone comes and says that I have done this particular sinful activity, Pope tells no need, no problem. You pay this much money, then you will be relieved from the sinful reaction. So in that way, at that time, many of the people, they protested against it. They felt that this is a corruption. So those who protested, they became Protestants. They say that we are there and Krishna is there, and we don't need any middleman, no priest, etc. Nothing is required. Just take the scripture, you read it, and you directly approach God. Whatever you understood, that is your realization. You can directly approach the God. But slowly, what happened when they, uh, when you are not accepting a living person to understand the scripture, but all the things in the scripture may not be logical. At least we may not be able to understand through our logic. All the things in the scripture are truth, but we can't understand through our own logic by depending on our own discrimination power. When when the Galileo came, Galileo told the earth is round, earth is revolving around the sun. Then these people felt this is more logical. So initially they gave up the Guru and Sadhu, then they gave up the Shastra also. Later when Darwin came, then they felt even God is not required, because we understood how the life comes. So that is how it happens, accepting the Krishna but not the spiritual master, or accepting the spiritual master but not his disciples. You will accept Srila Prabhupada, but I don't accept the current generation of the Srila Prabhupada disciples. I don't accept them. So this is all leads to a problem. So when we please the Guru, when we serve the Guru and please him, then we will get the mercy of Guru. When we get the mercy of Guru, we will get the mercy of Krishna. That is how the root cause Prabhupada mentions here in the purport. Yogis and Jnanis, they practice many ways to conquer senses, but the bhaktas attain this through mercy of the Lord, through mercy of Guru. When we follow the instructions of Guru, we get the mercy of Guru, then we can get the mercy of the Lord, then we can conquer the senses. So that's why in Kali Yuga, what sadhana can we do in Kali Yuga? So our sadhana is to receive the mercy of the spiritual master. Okay, if we chant the 16 rounds, will I get Krishna? Maybe or may not be, not very sure, because Krishna says Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, always chant my holy name. But if we chant the 16 rounds, at least we get the Prabhupada's mercy. Prabhupada told, if you chant 16 rounds, I will take you back to Godhead. So we'll get the Prabhupada's mercy. Through Prabhupada's mercy, we get Krishna's mercy. Similarly, one Guru in ISKCON, he gave 10 instructions before leaving this planet. Out of 10, 8 instructions are never leave ISKCON. So means he is emphasizing so much about staying in the ISKCON. Even after that, means these are the instructions of Guru. If someone feels that no, I am not getting very good thing here, I will go to some other place. So if he leaves ISKCON and go to that place, so will he get the mercy of his spiritual master or some other Guru? He keeps repeating in his classes, don't criticize the devotees, don't find fault with the devotees, like that. If someone, despite hearing so much again and again criticizing the devotees, finding the fault with devotees, will he get the mercy of his Guru? So in that way, we can see when we follow the instructions of spiritual master, we get the mercy of the spiritual master. When we get the mercy of spiritual master, we'll get the mercy of Krishna. Then one can easily conquer these material modes, senses. That is what I want to mention. And a few points I want to share from His Grace Radhika Vallabh Prabhu. He was mentioning, someone asked, someone may say that I will follow Prabhupada, but not the present gurus or present my immediate authority. Or someone who says that I follow immediate authority, but I don't have faith in the Prabhupada, etc. In such situation, he is telling HOD here means head of department. In a temple, there may be departments. One devotee may be leading and others are following. A temple leader, GBC, Guru, Acharya. Their authority can be accepted to the extent they represent the Shastra. And the Shastra has to be learned from a living Guru, living person, Guru and Sadhu. Otherwise, one can get lost in the jingle of Shastra. So many things are there within the Vedic scriptures. One may get lost. Also, if an Acharya ranks 7 in few instances, it need not be imitated and thought of as a certificate of 7 for the next 10,000 years. So if an Acharya might have taken accidentally, unknowingly, what it is actually. So we no need to say that, okay, Guru has given this. I need to confess, I myself also take it. But I don't justify that it is Prabhupada did it, that's why I am doing. It is my own weakness. So that's why Shastrokta Vyakti Nishtha. Faith in the person centered around Shastra is the balanced way. We need to have faith in the person centered around the Shastra. Otherwise, the two extreme mindsets are Guru Lagava, trivializing the Guru, and another is Guru Gaurava Atishaya, excessive respect to the Guru, Sadhu or committee. So basically, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, this triangle need to be always followed. And always should give the Shastra Praman. We can see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Brahmana, not exactly Kurma Brahman, he is a different Madurai. He want to know that whether how come Ravana touched the Sita Devi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells actually it is Maya Sita what Ravana had touched. But later in his journey ahead, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finds the Kurma Puran, it is mentioned. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again he walked several miles to show that particular sloka to this Brahmana, so that he will be pacified. So here we can see this sloka is telling Rajoguna and Satoguna can be conquered by developing Rajoguna, and Tamoguna can be conquered by developing Satoguna, and Satoguna can be conquered by giving up the
Hare Krishna. Is it for me only, Mataji?
No, Mataji, Prabhuji is frozen.
Prabhuji is gone, left the call, Mataji. Or I can't see him. One second.
Hare Krishna, sorry, I accidentally some network problem. In the Bhagavad Gita 2.6, Arjuna was telling, nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we killed the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to give. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield. So in that way, Arjuna was telling, he was bewildered. Of course, this is for our sake. He is teaching, he was kept into bewilderment by Krishna. But when he approached the Guru, he took he has an obstacle, moha, illusion. How to avoid this overcome this obstacle? He took shelter of the Arpanya dosho pahata swabhava purchami tvam dharma sammuda cheta Ichreyasya nichitam guruhitan me sishyasteham sajamam tvam prapan. I am your shishya, I am your disciple, please help me. Then Krishna spoke all the Bhagavad Gita. At the end, of course, Krishna is the Adi Guru. Balramji, Krishna is Adi Guru. In that sense, he took shelter of the Guru. At the end, Arjuna is telling, Nashtamoha Smritir Labdha, Tvat Prasadan Maya Chuda, Stitosmi Gata Sandeha, Karishye Vachanam Tava. So, by taking shelter of the Guru, he overcome this obstacle of Moha, illusion. Nashta Moha, my illusion is gone. I was thinking these are my relatives. I want to protect their bodies. But after hearing all from you, I regained my memory. Tvat Prasada, by your mercy. Stitosmi Gata Sandeha, all my doubts are cleared. Karishye Vachanam Tava, I will do whatever you say. Similarly, Devahuti was telling, Nirvinna Nitarambuman Asadindriya Tarshana Yena Sambhavya Manena. I think one word is missing here. Prapannandam Tama Prabhu. Nirvinna, I am disgusted. Disgusted with what? Nitaram Nirvinna, very much disgusted woman. Oh, great personality. Her own son, Kapila, she is telling, Asadindriya Tarshana. These indriyas, these senses are temporary, but they are agitating me. Yena Sambhavya Manena Prapannandam, because of that I surrendered to the ignorance. Andam Tama, dark ignorance. Prabhu, I am very much affected by this. So at that time, Lord Kapila gives the knowledge of Sankhya. By hearing all the knowledge of Sankhya, Devahuti, in the end, she mentions, Evam sa kapilotena margena achirata param atmanam brahma nirvanam bhagavantam avapaha. Evam sa kapila uktena, by hearing the Lord Kapila's teachings and following that marga, achirat, not very soon, he understood, she got the liberation, Brahma Nirvanam, Bhagavantam, she attained the Bhagavan, Avapaha, she attained. So in that way, Devahuti, of course, she is a Nitya Siddha, she is always with the Lord. But on our behalf, she is telling, her obstacle is the material senses, agitation of material senses. Then she is able to conquer by approaching this Guru Kapila and Lord liberation. Similarly, we can see Vyasadeva. after seeing the deterioration of Kali Yuga, he saw that Kali Yuga so much deterioration will happen. Then Vyasadeva, he divided the one Veda into 4 Vedas, and he has written down the 5th Veda Puranas, and he assigned all of them to his disciples. And after doing, then he compiled Mahabharata. After doing everything, he was feeling dissatisfied. Evam pravrittasya sada bhutanam shreyasi dvija sarvatmakenapi yada natu syad hridayam tada. Evam pravrittasya sada. Sada means always. Evam pravrittasya, engaged, he is always engaged in what? Bhutanam, living entities, shreyasi, for the benefit of living entities. He was thinking about the living entities, they can't remember things, so I need to write down. Till then, it is oral tradition, it is coming down. And he also divided them into 4 Vedas and gave to his disciples. Here we natusyad, not satisfied, hridayam tata, he is not satisfied in the heart. At that time, he approached his to overcome this obstacle. He approached his spiritual master, Narada Muni. And after hearing from the Narada Muni, he mentioned, he compiled the Srimad Bhagavatam. Narada Muni tells, you need to glorify Krishna sufficiently and repeatedly. You did not do, that's why you are not feeling the satisfaction. You write a scripture which is without any this dharmartha kama moksha. Jugupsitam, people are anyway going to the lower modes. So if you give them through the scriptures, then it is not beneficial for them. So give us pure bhakti. And in that way, Narada Muni glorifies even if the literatures are which are glorifying the Lord, imperfectly composed, they are appreciated by the great devotees. But those which are properly composed, but not about the devotional service, they are like a pilgrimage of crows. After saying everything and glorifying the bhakti, then finally, Vyasadeva, he writes the Srimad Bhagavatam, Yasyam vai soyamana nam Krishna Paramapurse Bhakti Rupadyate Pumsa Soka Moha Bhayapaha. So not only his dissatisfaction gone by that compilation, he actually, even anyone who reads this Srimad Bhagavatam, their soka, their lamentation, moha, their illusion, their bhaya, their fear goes away. Apaha. Similarly, we can see the Dhruva Maharaj. Atape me Vinitasya Kshatta Rangoramupeyusha Surucha Durvacho Vanair Nabinne Shreyate Hrudi. After the insult of Suruchi, Suruchi tells you have no right to sit in the lap of your father. So the Dhruva Maharaj, being advised by his mother Suniti, he went to the forest. On the way, he meets Narada Muni. Narada Muni tells him, this is the age to engage in the sports. So it is very difficult to attain the Lord. Once you grow up, at that time you can try. So at that time, Dhruva Maharaj tells, Atame Vinitasya, I am not submissive to you, sorry. Why? Shattaram Goram Veyusha. I have taken birth in the Kshatriya family who can't tolerate any insult. Suruchya Durvacho Bhanair. Suruchi, Durvacha, insulted Bhanair, they are like arrows. They have Vinne Pudi. They have pierced my heart. Just like a pot is there. If there is a hole in that pot, the water cannot stay there. Similarly, my heart is also pierced. That's why I am not able to retain your instructions in my heart. I am not able to be submissive to you. By seeing that, Narada Muni actually gave him the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya and asked him to do deity worship, take bath in the Yamuna. In that way, process is given. By that, he is able to overcome that. Dhrumadas, after that, he tells his problem is insult. How can he insult me? But after taking shelter of the spiritual master and after seeing the Lord, when he comes back to the kingdom, at that time, Uttanapada, Suruchi, Suniti, all of them go to welcome him. At that time, it is mentioned, Suruchestam Samuttabhya Padavanatam Arbakam Parisvajyata Jiveti Baspagadgada Yagira. So previously he was so much angry with the Suruchi, but now he immediately offered obeisances to the Suruchi. And the Suruchi also Samuttapya, she picked up him. Padavantam Arbakam, the child was at her feet, she picked up him. Then Baspagadgadayagira, then she also felt, she got tears in her eyes, and with choked up throat, she started speaking. So next sloka it is mentioned, anyone who develop devotion to the Lord, all the living entities, they show affection to him, just as the water naturally flows to the downside ground, which is on the low level. Similarly, here we can see the Pingala prostitute. She was there. Her problem is wealth. She wants money. Marga gacchato vikshya purushan purusha rushabha sulikadan vittavata kantam venerta kamuki. She wants more and more money. So she stood in the doorstep. In the vikshya, she started seeing purusha. Okay, this person may come, that person may come. Sulkadan, he may give the money. But her fortune is, Dattatreya stayed in her compound on that particular day. Because of the mercy of Dattatreya, she got the detachment in the heart. Santam Samipe Ramanam Pradam Nitta Pradam Nityamimam Vihaya Akamadam Dukka Bayadi Soka Moha Pradam Tuchyamaham Vajejnya. Then she started telling, Santam Samipe Ramanam Rati Pradam. The Supreme Lord is very near to me, as the sober soul. And Akamadam, and instead of Vihaya, he is very near to me and he can give me everything. But I gave up him, I neglected him. Akamadam, but one who can never satisfy my desires and who can only give me dukkha, lamentation, bhaya, soka, moha, tuchyamaham bhajejna. Two such kind of people I have, two such insignificant people I have served them. That is how she gets the realization by the mercy of Dattatreya. So we have seen this particular sloka is telling Rajas Tamascha Sattvena Sattvan Chopa Samena Cha. How to conquer Raja and Tama? By developing Sattva Guna. Then how to conquer Sattva? By giving up the attachment, by giving up attachment to the fruits of action. Then all these things means the previous slokas also mentioned many anarthas. How to conquer them? By worshipping the spiritual master. And Prabhupada mentioned similarly, we can conquer the bodily sufferings by going to the root cause of the disease, not just treating the symptoms. Similarly, for a sadhaka, controlling the senses, conquering the senses is the major difficulty. those things yogis and jnanis, they try various ways like Vishwamitra we had seen. But bhaktas, they can do it easily if they serve the Guru. When they serve the Guru, they get the mercy of Guru. When they get the mercy of the Guru, they get the mercy of the Lord. And it is the Lord who actually conquers who can bring back our senses, which are going here and there. We have seen the Brahma Vimohan Leela first time. So these are the various anarthas, and how to conquer them is given in the previous slokas. But all these can be conquered by serving the spiritual master with faith and devotion. Then we have seen the Svedaswata Upanishad, one who serves the Guru, for him the Vedic scriptures are revealed. One who has devotion to Guru, they can easily attain the Lord. Brahma Vaivata Puran, similarly, Padma Puran. If I have devotion to Guru, I have devotion to the Lord. By that strength, Lord will reveal to me. So finally, we can't approach the Krishna directly. We have seen how Raghunath Das Goswami, Punarnav Mishra, we need to approach the Lord through spiritual master. And spiritual master will be pleased when we follow his instructions. So all our sadhana is to get the mercy of the Guru. Then we have seen how we should not be, our faith should be Shastrokta Viktinishta. Our faith should be based on the scriptures. Person centered around the Shastra. Otherwise, privileging the Guru or excessive respect, both are not recommended. One should have the healthy balance of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, and the Shastra Brahman should be provided. Then we had seen how various examples of people who have obstacle in their life and they have overcome by approaching the spiritual master Arjuna, then Devahuti, then Vyasadev, and Dhruva Maharaj, and Pingala. In that way, we have seen some examples. Okay, we'll have a small quiz, whether you are able to follow or not. We'll see. What was the obstacle or problem of Arjuna?
He was very attached to his bodily relations.
Yeah. My relatives will be killed, I will get seen, so many things he mentions, the family, destruction of family, tradition, etc. How he had overcome it?
By surrendering to
surrendering to
Krishna.
Yeah, by surrendering to Krishna and by hearing Bhagavad Gita from Krishna. Finally, it ends Nasta Moha Smriti Labdha. All my moha, my illusion is gone. What was the problem of Vyasadeva?
He was not.
He
He did not narrate about Krishna's pastimes.
Scriptures, but not about pure devotional service.
He just gave only the karma kandi things, but he did not explain about the devotion service about Krishna.
Yeah, because of what was the result to him?
He was not feeling happy, means like he was not satisfied inside.
He thought he was in the heart. Dissatisfaction in the heart. Whom he consulted to overcome his problem?
Narada Muni.
Yes. How he can overcome this problem?
He wrote Srimad Bhagavatam.
Devotion to Krishna.
Yeah, by writing the Srimad Bhagavatam.
And also by following the instructions of Guru.
Yeah, correct. So Guru was told him those scriptures which are irregularly composed but glorifying the Lord, they are actually appreciated by devotees. But those who are properly composed but there is no devotion to the God. They are actually pilgrimage of house, like that he mentions. By hearing all that, he writes Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Dharma Projita Gaitavatam, which is without any traces of Dharma in the Kama. What was the problem Devahuti mentions? Of course, it is not her problem. She is a Nityasiddha. But on our behalf, she mentions Shri Prabhu.
Material attachments.
Material attachment. Since we came on with what I said in the dimension. He tells this Nirvinna
He was inquiring
Nirataya
about.
Homa.
Sorry.
Yeah, please continue.
Sorry, Prabhu. So she was inquiring about what is that that thing that which gives satisfaction to the soul. So that's how Kapiladev then instructed about the devotion service.
That is also there. Plus, in one particular sloka, what we had seen, she mentions this. Nirvinna Nitaram Moman Asidindraya Tarshana. By these temporary senses, but they are hesitating. I am disgusted by this. Because of this, I Prapannandam Tama. I surrender to the ignorance. Please remove me from this particular ignorance, like that she mentions. So after that, whom did she consult?
Her son, her spiritual
Kapiladev.
master.
Yeah. Maybe Kapiladev, and by practicing Sankhya Yoga, she overcome these obstacles. What was the problem of Dhruva Maharaj?
Guru Maharaj was attached, means like he wanted to have the kingdom greater than his.
He was insulted. Prabhuji. Insult is the problem for Dhruva Maharaj.
Insult was the problem. Of course, he wanted the kingdom also. He has taken the guidance of Narada Muni. What was the problem of Pingala?
She wants to get more wealth. She's looking for wealth
She
and
wants
people who
money.
can give that.
Well, how she got detachment? She is so much attached to her. Suddenly she got detached. She told Santam Samipam Ramanam Pratipradam.
No one came.
She started watching Dattatreya. He was in the ashrama, in her compound that day for her.
Because of the association of Dattatreya, she developed the detachment. So in that way, all our problems can be conquered by the service to the spiritual master, like illusion, dissatisfaction in the heart, sense control, insult, money, etc. Okay, I just want to ask you, can you give some examples for this? Here, so many things are there. In this sloka mentions, all these can be easily conquered by serving the spiritual master. Just 2 minutes. If you remember anything, and I'll just tell. First, he decides. Any example who surrender to Guru and he they were conquer.
Prabhu, you're asking only the example of the desire, or one who has surrendered after that he got.
One who has
from that
conquered this anartha by surrender to the Guru.
I think Dhruva Maharaj, because he was first when he came out of the palace, means like he was having the desire, and then
Maharaj.
was.
Any other examples?
And also Haridas Thakur past time.
Haridas Thakur.
Haridas Thakur's that prostitute thing. That past time, Prabhuji.
Bilva Mangala Thakur also.
Thakur. Okay, anger.
Anger, Durvasa. Finally, he was like able to surrender to Krishna. Understood that it's supposed to not be anger on devotee. Ambarish Maharaj. I don't know if that pastime is like actually suitable here.
Yeah.
And also the story of Aditi, Prabhuji, about that, because she wanted to kill Indra, and then she got surrendered to.
Very good example.
Yeah. She realized finally.
She approached her guru. Her guru is Kashyap Muni.
Kashyap Muni.
And he gave her the process. By that process, she overcome this obstacle of anger. Yeah, very good. Greed.
Read Prahalad Maharaj. Sorry, Dhruva Maharaj. Means he wanted to have more kingdom like that, but once he surrendered to the Lord, he was saying that I was looking for the broken piece of like that.
Glass.
I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other examples? Fear.
Prachina Barhi.
Very good. He was fearful that these animals are waiting for me. Very good. Lamentation of delusion.
Arjuna.
Yudhishthir.
Arjuna. Yudhishthir approached Bhishma.
And also Bharat Maharaj Prabhuji, when he was in the form of deer and then became Jadabharta, he lamented for what he did.
Can you repeat?
The Bharat Maharaj story, when he got attached to the deer and he got the deer body in the next life, and he started lamenting for what he did.
But we want someone who approached the Guru and gave it up. Pride.
Indra.
Indra,
for pride, we can say Indra, and
and also Rahugana, right, Prabhuji, he was carrying the banquet of Rahugana and he was so proud and he started chastising the.
Yeah, correct. Rahugana, correct.
Prabhu, can we say Indra for fear? He always used to get afraid, right? When someone does the yajna, then he would be afraid that his post will be carried away. And he comes and we see in the case of who's that? Vena Maharaj. So his son, yeah. So he takes away the
Maharaj.
Yeah, Prithu Maharaj, yeah, his son, yeah.
But he gave up that fear by approaching his Guru.
But each time he used to, no, he didn't give up actually. Every time he gets fear and he used to test the devotees or something like that.
Okay, envy. Due to other living entities.
No, Nagarjuna is constantly answering questions. I have care for him.
The son-in-law of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Second.
Envy.
Amogha.
Program, yeah.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave it to Prabhu.
Kunti Devi, suffering due to other jiva.
He gave it up by approaching whom?
She approached Krishna.
Okay. And also Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva also she takes consultants. Yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you all very much. You gave very nice examples. We'll stop here.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very, very interesting class.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. At last, we liked instead of Q&A, I felt we had this Q&A session which you said. So that was also very interactive. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And do we have time for question and answer, Prabhu?
Yes.
Devotees, any questions or realizations, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you so much for the beautiful class. And thank you so much for the quiz that you always do. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very grateful to you. I don't have any question. Very beautiful class.
Hare Krishna. There are answers for your questions in the chat box, Prabhu.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay. So I think we don't have any questions. So with your permission, we can end the call here, Prabhu.
Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so
Hare
much
Krishna.
once again from all of us for giving us your valuable time and association and giving such an interactive session also. We wanted association in future. Devotees, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Vancha kalpatrupasya
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा जय गौर नित्यानंद
राधे राधे।